Oh, turn that down.
Good evening.
18 seconds lag. Isn't it weird? It was 40 odd seconds the other day.
Mr. Horace, how you doing? Charlie Duffy, how you doing? Hope you're liking your podcast. Orbs, how you doing? Andy again. He said, hi, Gary.
Right, Satan.
Adrian Winchester, how you doing? Custard, how you doing? Rob Coles, how's it going? Rob Coles, you have got a delivery coming out tomorrow. Your replacement is here. Mark Hartfield, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Daniel, Ian Lee, how you doing? Belinda, how you doing? How you doing? Deek, how you doing? Kelly Finley, Kelly, the innocent Pink Princess Grayson, how you doing? Jordan Kirk, how you doing? So, what are we here for tonight, Cooper?
God only knows, mate. I've only just landed home this afternoon, and I'm full of tramadol because my back's killing me, and I'm not really sure. No, I am really. Those of you sharp, beady-eyed people who keep an eye on the website will know that we've got a new item listed, and it's an item that Wilson and myself have been trying over the last almost 2 weeks, and I love it. The Sigelei Humvee 80, a single-cell 1650 kit with the pod fog style pods and the new what they call wide mesh technology coils. This is a kit that will vape up to 80 watts, but I'm vaping it at 32. I think Wilson's at 35 with the salts in. One of the reasons I love this kit, and I'll tell you more about, or Wilson will tell you more about little kits, so will I later on, is the very second I filled the first pod and the first coil and took the first vape, I got an immense flavour experience. As good as anything at all that I've vaped previously. I filled it up with Crown Jewels, my favourite juice, as most of you will know, and vaped it, and it was like I was tasting Crown Jewels for the first time. Tonight I'm on Wurzelfather with a new coil, just to see if the two flavours compare in terms of quality, and I'll tell you, they do. It's a beautiful looking piece of kit. It's really strong, really sturdy, really solid in the hand. Excuse me, I've had sausage casserole and it's repeating on me a little bit. Really steady in the hand, really nice to look at, nice and colourful design. Auto feature for your coils, yeah, I know. Auto feature for your coils, put your coil in. It sets the coil at the optimum temperature for whatever you're vaping.
Deek,
and it's brilliant.
The same thing again, you're tagging everybody that is already in the room. Stop tagging everybody. Seen him today. I went and seen Deek today.
He's the Tagmeister General, though. Yeah, I know you've seen him today, haven't you? Yeah.
Seen him today. Just before I got told I've got to go from next week, I will be donning glasses.
Still won't be as sexy as me, though, pal, I'm afraid.
No. I did say that to the woman. When she was looking at my eyes, she says, "You're very short-sighted." This is I know. She said, just before you pick your glasses, you won't look as good as Cooper. That's what the woman in the shop said. So,
obviously.
Just one.
But you know, you start learning now. You've got a few years to go yet, so you can start learning now.
I'm learning. So, the box for Sigelei Humvee, just as you would expect, quite tight. Obviously, inside would be your pod and your device. Underneath that is another box, which I will assume, and I'm right to assume, has got a USB-C charger for fast charging. However, it is an 18650 and the battery comes out, so it is advisable to charge it in a bay charger. But that is there, and it's one of the, what do you call it, like braided. So it's good, quite good quality as well. Inside also is a spare coil and your authenticity, your massive book of instructions. Just in case you want to read up on it.
That's an example of the build quality of this. There's actually an inset on the inside of the battery cover. The battery cover is for cosmetic purposes only. There's actually an inset on here, which is that sort of fireproof material that protects you against an exploding battery. Not that you expect an exploding battery, but it's got that inner that protects you against that, and it just clips into place beautifully. It feels so good in the hand.
It has got a disc in it instead of a bung, which is yours moved?
No.
I did try and move it to see if it could move, and it wouldn't, just to get more juice. But I have a feeling, and I'll tell you why I've got this feeling. If you get one of the drag pods, you can put one of the drag pods in it. No problem.
Yeah.
Works.
Click straight in.
And it tastes nice. And I'll be honest, not in that one. In my other one, I have one of the Sigelei coils. That one, is it? Yep. That one's got a Sigelei coil in it. And it's great. It's really great. But there's something different about the one that comes with it.
There is.
And I think it's because it's got the gap of air at the top. The flavour that comes out of this is absolutely incredible. Might be putting an order in for 2 on Friday when I get paid for both me and Sean and Duffy. Stevie.
The flavor. There's something about the airflow design and the pod. They call it a fog pod, and I think it's because it creates an awful lot of cloud, and it does. But there's something about this design that intensifies that flavour. I think it's got something to do with the airflow. It's definitely got something to do with the coil. The coil is what they call a wide mesh coil.
I like
the mesh on this coil. Oh, just a airflow on the front. The mesh on this coil is very wide gaps. It's not the usual tight together crisscross of mesh that you expect. There's actually a clear gap in between them, and I think that allows the flow or the movement of the liquid in the coil itself to act with this air system, this open air system that they seem to have created with that fog pod, and it just intensifies the flavour massively. It's just really, really good, exceptional flavour quality.
It definitely pulls the flavours from all. I've only tried it with salt, so I'm honest, I haven't tried it with juice.
I'd
imagine it'd be the same. However, there's a lot of other devices that the flavour of our salts in particular, some of them highlight some of the flavours and stuff like that. For some reason in this, it's like it's back to front. So when you're using the salts, all the flavors that you're supposed to get strong come out strong in it, which I absolutely love about it. It's just a different beast altogether.
Well, like I said, I started on the Crown Jewels, and it was like tasting Crown Jewels for the first time. For the purposes of this live, I've switched over with a new coil onto, Chrissy, look at that, loads of blue. I've switched over onto a new coil and tried Wurzelfather, which, as you all know, is Devon Cream Tea. And it's just as good. It's absolutely delicious in here. I'm actually going to have a little bit of a run on some Jolly's banana milkshake later on this evening as well.
If you want one, Legsy, just drop me a message and I'll stick it in your order. I like how simple it is as well. If you press both your buttons, the up and down button at the same time, it locks the screen.
Yeah.
Or locks your wattage. so you can't do anything in your pocket. And it's only if you press 3 clicks, you can change it to bypass, to automatic, which I've got on, and to manual, so that you can change. But
there's white in there as well, Gucci.
You don't really need on auto, depending on what coil you put in it, it will automatically adjust to what it should be at for the best quality of your coil.
And that doesn't override the manual either. You can still adjust it manually if you want. I'm on auto at the moment, but I can click up and down the wattage as I feel is necessary. I quite like it at 32. I know Wilson, you was at 35 earlier on when we were discussing these, but I quite like it at 32. But the feel in the hand, this design is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This doesn't feel like a pod mod. This feels like a mod. It really does. It's heavy like a mod. It's solid build like a mod. It feels like a mod in your hand. And yet here we are, podding salt on it.
What they've done as well with the bottom round the side, it's like a real hard rubber. I reckon you could probably put this about the place. You'd have no issues with it at all. On the top, the magnet is strong as well because there's 4 magnets in it. So when that's in, it's in.
Same with the battery as well. There's 4 magnets on the battery.
Yeah, and the battery compartment itself is real strong. I really like this. I think it's a lot of people are going to be very interested in this.
I absolutely didn't expect this to be this good. When I got this one just under 2 weeks ago, I didn't expect it to be this good. It genuinely is this good. It really is. I absolutely can't fault this, other than the 2.2 mil tank, 2 mil tank. Sorry, I honestly can't fault this. It's first time, other than the Oxford with the RBA deck on, which is just incredible. It's the first time I've picked something up in a long time and not cribbed it on anything at all.
Called the Humvee, I'm guessing it can take a beating. Well, that's true as well, I suppose. With the name, you can see it's got the beastly look on it. But it's, again, as Cooper just said about the 2 mil, I would love this to be able to take 3, 4, 5 mil, whatever, because you fill it up a lot. But it doesn't. It's one of the first mods. It doesn't actually bother me because it's so good. You don't mind if you're filling it up. But it's all the features. I don't know if you're able to see my screen either.
Yeah, just about.
And it tells you everything you need to know. You can't change your colors. You can't change any of that stuff. But it gives you all of the information, your puff count, how many seconds. It's 0.3 ohms. Mine's at the moment. Yours is probably the same.
0.3.
8.26 volts. And that's on automatic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic piece of kit. It really, really is.
It just burns at the perfect level. There's
just something about that combination of airflow system and coil that just sets the flavour quality of this at a very, very high level. It really, really does. It's a clever design. There's some thought gone into this. Whether it was thought or whether it was good luck, I don't know. But something works with this, and I do think it's that combination of the wide mesh and it's a very good airflow system on it. It works really, really well. But it gives it an exceptional flavour. Jordan's ordered one this afternoon. He'll know very shortly. We've got the RBA decks in for the Oxford yet, bro?
No, they're coming in this week.
This week, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very well built and all, Stuart. It really, really does. Yeah, Raoul's right. There's no real difference between mods and pods now. Dual battery pod systems with RBA decks. That's very true. I mean, the Oxford single 18650 RBA deck. This is single 18650. Put the adapter in it, screw a tank to it, and it's a mod. There isn't a lot of difference. But this genuinely feels like a quality mod in your hand whilst you're fog podding with salts. Incredible. Really, really good piece of kit.
I can't find anything at all about this that I don't like. I mean, the look of it is great. The feel of it's great. It performs amazingly. I've not tried charging it with this. I never do. Always use a bay charger, but I would imagine it would charge quick anyway with that if you were using that. It's just all round is really good. I use, as you all know, I use lots of different pods, lots of different mods. This definitely is up there with. I've used this consistently during the week since I got it. And I always go back to the other ones because I've got different flavors and stuff in them or whatever. But I've gone from one salt to the next in this tank with the same coil.
Yeah.
And get the flavor straight away. William, how you doing? Rara, how you doing? I don't know if you're the same, but just the one salt to the next.
I actually changed the coil because I wanted to keep. I was enjoying the Crown Jewel so much with the first coil that I put in it. I've taken that coil out, put it to one side because it's nowhere near gone. I've been using it for a fortnight and the flavour is just as good. But I just wanted to sort of compare with a different salt. And in this case, I've gone for Devon Cream Tea. Where's the powder Devon Cream Tea? Just to give it a really different style of salt in there. But the flavour is just as exceptional. And
well, I would love to tell you what salt I'm vaping on, but it's a secret
for now. So we got these on the website. I think we are as cheap as anywhere in the UK, if not cheaper.
Much more cheap. Much more cheapness.
Much cheaper, are we? Okay. Yeah. So you need to check out the website for these. How much are they?
They are £24.95, I think, on the website. You will not find them for under 30 quid without a discount anywhere.
£24.95 on the website. I'll tell you something, boys and girls. That's the best less than 25 quid you can spend anywhere. That's incredible.
And we've also,
and of course, you can buy them with the salt deal.
I was just getting on that one. On the deal for this one, we decided 45 quid gets you one of these and 8 salts of your choice.
Well, that's a brilliant deal.
Deals don't come much better than that, I don't think. They're brilliant. They're brilliant. You won't find them cheaper anywhere else, Jordan. We found a couple yesterday that had discounts on them for introductory price, and we thought, you know what? We think they're awesome. So, you know.
Yeah, I do. And at that price, you buy that with the salts included as well. You're simply buying superb quality salts, obviously, but a piece of kit to vape them with that just brings out the very best in any flavour you put in it. I think others will follow this wide mesh style. I really do.
We've also got a new offer on the website for gift cards. If you wanted to get a gift for somebody, £25, £50, and £100 are the gift cards, and you email them to yourself or to the person you're giving it to. For one of these, for a £25 gift card, somebody could get one of these. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the 50, they could get the whole deal as a gift. So it's a good idea for a gift as well. But we're going to feature these quite heavily because we both really like them.
It's the first device that's come along since the Oxford that we've both said that's exceptional.
Yeah.
You know, Owen really liked his RPM 160. I could sort of take it or leave it. RPM2, superb piece of kit, without a shadow of a doubt. Wonderful. But this one at the price, I think is difficult to beat. I really, really do. And that's genuine. And I think
100%.
anybody that tries one of these will find that very hard to argue with, because it is exceptional.
On the pod, it's got that little bang underneath as well. I've hardly had any leakage out of this at all. You get a bit of condensation, what you always get. That's it filled again.
Yeah.
And when that clicks in, job done. They've built everything really, really well with this, and I just think it's fantastic. In fact, I've done nearly 3 of these, which are a bit special.
Let's fingers crossed. That I don't know whether they will, because like you say, that air gap at the top might be allowing some air flow through the coil. I aren't sure, because it doesn't. You don't get any leakage into that either. But I'd like at least a 4.5 mil, 5 mil pod on it, just because I've been heavy with it.
You can put the other one in, and it is still great. You can put a PNP pod in with the coil from one of these, which is what I've got, and it just fits in absolutely perfect. And you've got your 5 mil.
Yeah. Well, I've got one downstairs, but I've not tried that yet. I do know that it sits in and it vapes,
and it is great. I mean, it's because you're still using that coils, the Sigelei coils, or old coils. It's brilliant. There's not a massive difference between them, really. The knife piece is slightly.
I've nearly vaped all the Wurzelfather in there, so I'm going to switch over to Banana Milkshake on that same coil and just see what happens to the flavour.
You can, Adrian. You can put the 5 mil tank from the drag on it. You, being a winner on Saturday night, will find out what these are like when you get your surprise box, I think, if you're lucky.
So I've just filled that up now with Banana Milkshake, Jolly's Banana Milkshake, and I'll just see how quickly that flavour comes through.
Rara definitely wants one of these colours.
Yeah, you're right. That comes through really quickly.
Yep. There's a lot of thought gone. They've not just copied another pod. You can tell that there's thought gone into it.
It's straight there.
Yeah.
The flavour's straight there.
It's because, as you said, the cotton is not as tight, so it'll absorb it quick. Which is, for me, an absolute bonus if you want to change flavour quick. So in the box, you get the 2 mil pod and the 0.3 ohm coil. Plus, you get a spare coil as well. The fog coil, that's what they're called. The fog coil is 0.2 fog coil. So you get 2 of them. I have tried to put a PNP coil in it as well, and you can also use the PNP coils in that too, which is great, because if you have one device, if you've got the drag or anything like that, and you can use the coil. I don't think it'll give you exactly the same. What's the word? I mean, I've got another pod here with a drag coil in it, and it puts it straight up to 35 again. Where's Al Capone? And it's great. It's great, but there is just something slightly different about how they've made this pod.
Yeah.
That changes that flavour just that bit more intense, which is, for me, fantastic.
And again, you saw there, I had a little bit of Where's the Father left in there. I filled it up with Jolly's banana milkshake, and again, the flavour experience is awesome. That banana milkshake has never tasted better than it does in this, mate. There is something really clever about this that enhances the flavour of whatever you're vaping.
How's it going, Mick?
And I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, the flavour comes through straight away, Jordan. Literally one drag, and I'm now completely onto banana milkshake. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Is blue-ish, Chrissy.
It's supposed to be rainbow, but the predominant colour in it is blue. I particularly like this one as it's Baby Loss Awareness Week. It's sort of like blue to pink. I like that.
They also have it in khaki, like a camouflage kind of one, which is quite cool as well.
Yeah.
They've got it in a green, and I'll show you the picture. That's your colour options.
Yeah, there's 4 different colours.
5
different colours, sorry, with the black. So you've got the plain black, you've got the red, you've got the rainbow, and then you've got the 2 khaki colours as well, blue and green, and yep. RAF khaki and army khaki, basically.
If you ask me, though, as much as I like the khaki and that, I really like the red on this. It's like a car. Do you know what I mean? It's like a hammer. Like it's your one as well. The colours are proper distinctive colours.
They are exceptional. It looks really good.
To the camouflage ones or the khaki one or whatever, everyone's to their own, but the options are there. And the write-up on the product, the Sigelei Humvee AT Vape Kit is an intelligent sub-ohm pod kit that we recommend to intermediate and intermediate vapors. Powered by, I really do need glasses. Powered by a removable 18650 vape battery sold separately. The kit is capable of 80 watt variable output. This means that you can alter power level to deliver your ideal level of vapor and flavor production. Each kit comes complete with a refillable 2mm Sigelei fog pod, as well as 2 fog coils, giving you the option to experiment and find your perfect vape. And that kind of sums it up in one.
Does.
It is exactly that, and I've not really seen many other reviews on it. People have said it's similar to the drag and stuff like that, and it's the experience is far different for me. I love the drag, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I love it.
I do.
And I use it all the time. But the flavour in this is just different altogether.
And the build quality.
Nothing on this, Chrissy. Nothing. It's solid. And when you take the
no bubble.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
The build quality is. I mean, look, Sigelei have been out a while. We've sold a lot of Sigelei products over the years, and they're very innovative. They're clever. Child locks on the mods and stuff like that. Very clever. Yeah. But the build quality is often being questioned. You can't question the build quality of this. It feels like a much more expensive device than it is. It really does.
There's some companies are selling these for 40 quid online.
I think in just about every shop you go into, pal, if you go into a shop and try to buy these retail, you're definitely looking at 40, maybe even 45 quid all day long.
Yeah.
If we were still in the shops now, that would be a 45 quid piece of kit in this area.
And if you buy it now for 45 quid, you get 8 salts with it as well, which is an absolute bonus.
That's what makes a deal outstanding. It really does. I would recommend that with the salt steel rather than just the device all day long, because you're getting the salts a lot cheaper as well. And this thing with salts is incredible. I'm sure it's great as a sub-ohm device as well. But with salts, this is just incredible.
It's definitely a must-have, guys. You've got to try this. You've got to. It's like I said already. The Oxfaz awesome. The new RPM 160 is also my use up for CBD. With the new V9 pod, which are coming soon as well.
Yeah.
But if I go out of my office and I'm going to do anything, this is what comes with me.
Yeah.
So
for me, Jordan, I love my POSX, and my POSX goes everywhere with me. I've been away for the last couple of weeks on and off, and that POSX has gone everywhere with me. And for convenience in my pocket while I've been out doing a bit of graft, the POSX is great because this is heavy. But when you get in the van or get to the hotel room at night time, this is the absolute go-to piece of kit beyond any shadow of a doubt. It really, really is.
When you say about the magnets on this are built right into it. I don't know if you can see them. So there's no way of them moving about or anything like that. It's absolutely solid. It's not
the
even
magnets. The magnets are level. They're level to the cover, and they are level to the interior of those as well. You can't feel the magnets protrude. And when you actually put that on there, there's no rattle, no nothing, no movement, nothing at all.
There's something else about
it, as you point out, is unusual. It is true.
Which you might not know. So that is on. If I take the battery out,
put it the other way up,
and put it upside down, it still works exactly the same.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, polarity goes both ways on this.
Yeah, you can't make any mistakes with this at all. Completely safe. And
which is useful stating.
Very useful stating.
He's got a history of putting batteries in the wrong way up.
He does. But that's just stating for you.
Do you know what, Andy? I'm going to try Iceman in this, and I'm also going to try. In fact, I'm going to try all of them because I've now tried 3 flavors, and every single one of them outstanding. In fact, I just happen to have a bottle of strawberry milkshake here, and when I vape this one out, I'm going to switch to the strawberry jollies and see what that's like, because that banana's gorgeous.
I just absolutely love this thing. I really do. It's got a nice flat, solid bottom on it as well. So
yeah,
put it wherever you want. It's not going to fall over. Even if it does, nothing comes out of it.
It's almost rubberized
on
the bottom.
That's what I mean. The black around it is like it's been coated.
Yeah.
With something so that I think if you dropped that, you'd be completely fine. It's solid.
Yeah, I do.
In fact, it's heavier than the RPM 160. It really is like having a mod in your hand. It really is. How does the button feel? I've had some mods with cheap plastic feel them. Solid. The button is absolutely solid.
Very accurate, very responsive.
Yeah. It's just even says bye when you switch off. 5 clicks and it's back on.
Oh, yeah.
Fires up
quick. Bye.
There's not one single bad thing about. I've had a lot of Sigelei's over the years as well. Some of them I liked, some of them I didn't like so much. This is a big step up for them. A big step up.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is. This without a doubt feels like a much more expensive brand than it is.
William said it looks like it's a IP67.
Yeah.
Kind of. But it's got the IF V960 chip in it. Smart output, flash technology.
Just hear that.
Instant fire. Short circuit protection, low voltage protection, overcharging protection, overheating protection, Board overheat protection is
Hi Malaysia. Here, man. Sempoi. Hi Malaysia. Welcome to the UK. Yeah, you can lock the watts on the mod, Chrissy. Yeah, same as most of them. The bottom two buttons. You can actually lock the system as well, depending upon what you choose, whether it be manual, auto, or whatever you choose. You can do the same and lock the system on it. But yeah, just locking the wattage is just as simple as pressing the bottom two. Jamie Wick says, Owen, do a rage quit test. Bang! Actually, I just did. It's not even marked. 24.95 on the website, boys and girls, but 45 quid with the 8 salts is an absolute value purchase. That's the one I'd go for all day long. Because you're buying yourself 8 salts so you can try all the different flavors and really get the best out of them with this. You really can.
Definitely that. Definitely that. Check out the website, guys. It's www.kingofape.co.uk. We also have all our new merch on there as well. If you want some of that, like these. And many other things. But these, I think, will be very popular. I have checked in many places at prices, like we said. You'll not get it at a better price, that's for sure. Do you feel safe?
Yeah.
I have also found a place to get the filters for these, because our masks, I've got the pocket for filters, so we can get them as well. Or Cooper keeps his condoms in there.
Condom. For when pretty long while since I've needed them.
He only uses them for water fights when Biggie's around.
Yeah, water bombs. So that, boys and girls, is a Sigelei Humvee 80. It's a remarkably good piece of kit. 45 quid with the salts, or 24.95 if you're feeling tight.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I'll be honest, we could sell these for a lot more, but I want people to see these, get these, try the salts in them. Just brilliant. And I hear you asking, why are we live on a Wednesday night? Well, you're going to be seeing a bit more of us on a Wednesday night. If you don't see us enough already. We're going to be doing some reviews, some juice reviews, hardware reviews as well. We haven't decided on our exact time yet, have we?
We'll work that out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but it'll be a regular slot.
Some real nice, top class premium juice coming as well to review. So keep your eyes out, because we've got lots of news coming. So
details to follow.
You could easily sell them for 40 based on the quality alone. Easily sell them for 40 quid. As Cooper said, if they were in the shop, 40 quid, that's what you'd be paying at least that.
I haven't, Chrissy. I've had mine nearly a fortnight tomorrow, and I've desperately been trying to find something that I can say, well, this could be improved, but I haven't found anything.
Just the pod. If the pod held more juice, that would make a difference.
That's it. But that's UK law. That's UK.
Yeah.
Or European law, European legal. You know, that's the only thing I can crib it on. Everything else, I can't fault. And it's the first time I've been able to say that about anything, really.
Yeah. I mean, there is things about the other ones. I would say, apart from the Oxford, which is brilliant. Everything that you get is, you always find a little flaw here, there, or whatever. But with this, not a single bad thing can I say about this.
Yeah, there's always something with every device that you think to yourself, yeah, do you know, if it did that, I'd like it, or if it felt like that, I'd like it a bit better, or I just can't find anything with this at all.
It's not a bang, Rob. It's a metal disc that's inside these ones.
Yeah, it's a disc.
And
the coil actually sits into that disc housing.
Yeah.
Which is why we're led to believe that there's something to do with that being a disc and the airflow system on it that it enhances the flavour like it does.
It just sits real nice. It's just one of them. It's good to look at. The build quality is fantastic.
Yeah.
The flavour is fantastic. There's no cons at all apart from the pod. But to be quite honest, I don't mind filling that up, because with only being able to put 2 ml in it, as Cooper's just done, you can change your salt to another one instant.
Yeah.
Means you could go through loads. Which for me is a bit of a plus, to be honest. A lot of the other ones, yeah, it's great if you use one like the RPM 2S or whatever without a bang in there. You've got loads of juice in it, whatever, salt, whatever. But this, the flavour knocks out that hesitancy with not having the bigger pod. Enough for 5 more pounds available. Adrian, there will be a fog pod available, but as I said, the PNP 5mm pod, I've got one with this coil in it. It is the fog coil it is in. It's the same size, and it fits straight in, exactly the same. Doesn't move, nothing. Perfect. But the taste is just slightly different. Whatever they've done works, and that's fantastic. I think they've twigged on the bang, as with a bit of patience must come out. They've capitalised on it and made it so you can't. Again, Rob, it's not a big drama, to be honest, because you can change the salts so quick, and I will find bigger pods. I will, Mick. But
yeah, it was awesome.
I don't know that I would use a bigger pod in this, if I'm honest. Is there different rated coils for 70-30 juice, as I feel this would be great for the CBD super juice?
There are. I think it's 3 different ratings of coils available for these.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll have them all in stock. But yeah, there are 3 different ratings of coils.
But you could, if you wanted, in theory, you could use one of the PNP pods with the VM6 coil or whatever, and put your CBD in that, and you've got 5 ml of that.
Again, at 35 watts in this one, which I've just turned it up to now, you vape your CBD all day long at that.
It also maxes out at 40 on this coil. I don't know if you can see it properly, but if I press it to go up, it stops it.
Yeah, it stops at the high point of the coil.
If you take it out and put it back in, that automatically goes back down. 35. Just great. There's nothing else that I could say about these at all. Everything's there that you would expect to have. It is just something that sticks out from the rest.
It does. I'm really pleased to have one, let's put it that way. And I've got a shitload of stuff as well, but I'm really, really glad that I felt this was well worth a try. And that's added to my collection very well indeed. It fits in beautifully. It's right at the top of the pile at the moment.
We try an awful lot of hardware, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't like as much as others, and some are better than others, and they're all good for their own different things. But as an all-round vaping experience, that is just, I absolutely love it. Cooper got one.
Me too.
Ago, and after a couple of days, he was really excited about it. I said, get me one here quick. And I've hardly put it down since I got it. and I love the other ones. I really love the Oxfam. I love the RPM2 and stuff like that. But this is a permanent fixture for me. This one for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I go through phases. I still get my Vinci X out. I still get my RPM40 out. I still have my drive.
I like that again, just because it's great.
Yeah, but all the time in my what I call my grubbly patch corner, this is absolutely the first one to reach for, and that speaks volumes.
I like Rob's. You're quite right there. I like the intelligent tip, not like back in the day when you put a brand new coil in the tank, or forget to change your wattage down, accidentally burn out the coil before you even be 100%. RBA coil, I'm not sure about that at the moment.
Neither am I. This has been designed to use with this what they call the fog pod.
Yeah.
For both sub-ohm and for pod vaping. So I'm not sure whether or not. I mean, you can get a 510 adapter for it, so you could fit something to it, and it would power it all day long. However, this particular pod is designed and called the fog pod for a reason, and that's that it works so well with this device.
Your other option with Sigelei is the 213?
A 213, yeah, which uses the fog pod as well. It's a twin 18650.
Yeah. It's got the fog pod, but it's also got it screws in, so it means that you could put a build on the top of that if you wanted.
Yeah.
Also a great device, but it's the look of this and the feel of it stands right out, and I think a lot of people are going to go towards these, based on. I know a lot of people didn't like Sigelei for a while. As Cooper said earlier, the build quality was a bit different for a while, and now they've stepped right back up again. Paul wants a rainbow one. Can you send me a photo later of the colour of your mod up close, please, after the live, Chrissy?
Doing it now.
They're also on the website, Chrissy. You can see the colour on there, pretty big, I think. But yeah, just can't say anything bad about it at all. We always try and find something, and there isn't anything. There's no leaking anywhere. There's no, you get your little bit of condensation in there as always. I've always got some kitchen oil or whatever with me anyway. That's a different story. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If we had to score a mod, which we never do, it would definitely, without fail, be a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, for me too. To use it as a fog pod like it's designed for, like this with salts, it's up there with the best of them, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, it's definitely, in the last year or so, we've tried many devices. And we're going to get back, like I said, to reviewing hardware, reviewing juice every week, so that we can bring you the latest of stuff. But we are still under wraps at the moment and can't say too much. But just keep looking out for us on a Wednesday. If you want one of these, get down to the website www.kingofvape.co.uk. The price is absolutely brilliant. Do you do it as a deal with salts? Yes. If you're watching the whole live, you would have noticed. It's 45 quid with 8 salts. Legsy's already answered. Wilson, you're being a cock tease again. Yes, I am. But Sigelei, smashed it. You smashed it. Absolutely smashed it with this.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, and we think we'll shift a lot of these at that price.
Yeah, these without a doubt, they're going to be a good seller for everyone, not just for us, but for everyone.
Yeah.
When you've tried this, you'll know why.
Yeah. We look at the price and stuff like that, and we always stick to what we say, in that it doesn't have to be real expensive for everything. If we can get a good deal, you get a good deal. Everyone's happy. And that's what's important. A lot of people at the moment, with everything that's going on in the world, haven't got the money to buy lots of stuff. At 24, 25 quid,
I would look at your money and just, you know, think to yourself, where am I getting the best value? And in one of these, you certainly are. And if you get it with a salts deal as well, honestly, you will not regret it. That's my absolute cast iron guarantee. You simply won't regret it. 45 quid for the device and the 8 salts, with the quality flavour that you're getting from this, that's a cracking deal.
Again, well done to Sigelei for this one, because it's. I think it, and I say this term a lot, but I think it's changed the game for them, and I think it will if they continue on that vein. Whatever they're bringing out next or whatever, I think they're going to come thumping back into the market big.
Yeah, so do I. It is that good. It really is that good.
I mean, in any of our reviews, as you know, whether it's juice, whether it's hardware, whatever, we're completely honest. If there's something that we think might annoy you about it, or you might not like this about it, or that, whatever, we'll tell you. There's no point in being any other way. And but for these, I couldn't say any more good about it. I really couldn't.
Like I said to you, after the first week of being on this, you know, the only thing for me was the 2 milliliter pod. Other than that, it's just outstanding.
Yeah,
and I stand by that.
100%.
You're right, Dick.
So how's it going? Have you had any leaking? No leaking, but you do get condensation as you do in all of them. Very little. Like I said, I've always got a bit of kitchen oil or whatever. Give it a little wipe. Sometimes it can be just because you filled it too much or whatever and you don't notice. My advice is, when you put a coil on one of these, is just put a little bit of the juice around the coil, and it normally seals it. But as in anything, you'll get a bit of condensation. No leaking, no pissing juice everywhere, nothing like that, nothing through the air holes, completely dry. As you can see, no issues at all. And it's covered the whole thing with the air holes as well, which for me is a bonus. That's solid as well. Every bit of it is built solid. That's not going to break, nothing. So get yourself one of these guys, because you will not be disappointed.
No, you won't. Without a shadow of a doubt, you won't.
So what else is happening this week then? Well, later on tonight, you've got unhinged vapors. I don't know what they're doing tonight. I shall be popping on for a quick word with them tonight about something new.
Good luck
with that. And then Friday we've got the vape chase on Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock, which we have a full team of chasers this week. Everyone is back. The referee, Victor Dormouse, will be there. Biggie will be there, of course, and the Wurzel father. On Friday night, though, it is live and dangerous time.
Oh, it's this week, isn't it?
I hate to tell you this, but it is Disney night.
No Chrissy, no spit back, no crackle, no nothing.
Nothing like that. There will be some Disney songs, but it's not all going to be Disney. Couldn't find enough songs. But it's what it is.
There's more than enough bloody Disney songs. You just haven't learnt them, that's all.
No, you can sing some.
I'll sing some.
Well, Mick said that Biggie is going down big fucking time this week.
Well,
better
who
pass.
knows? You never know with Biggie. He was pissed up last week and still managed to win them all.
You better pass it on to Biggie. Get him prepared for Mick.
I'll let him know.
My new blue mod has a bit of split. What does my head in? Yeah, some of them do, but these just I don't think it's actually possible for it to give you that because of the way it's built. But don't just take our word for it. Get yourselves one of these at the best price around, or take the £45 deal. Also, guys, if you vape a lot of salts, we have a great deal on at the moment. 10 salts a month, plus you might get the odd little extra here and there. If still available is a few pods. We've either got the V-Pen or some other pods that's completely at random. If you take it, it's £25 a month. People have been snapping this up all week. If you want that, drop me a message. We'll get you set up. And in your first package, you get a free pod. So, yeah, that is about it, I think, from us tonight.
Yep, I'll do for us tonight. I'll see you all on Friday. No, we will on the Live and Dangerous later on. Biggie will see you all at 5 o'clock on the Vape Chase.
Saturday is the Fast Action Auction Hour, which will be jam-packed, as always, with some great deals. And then Saturday night, Cooper, what happens on Saturday night?
From 6 p.m, Wilson and Cooper's Saturday night takeout.
Now, what's the most important thing about winning? If you win on Saturday night, what is the most important thing you can win?
Series of games, boys and girls. Don't forget, if you want to get the first shot at these games, you need to be in our VIP members chat, which you should PM Wilson your phone number and download WhatsApp to be in. The aim is to get as many finalist winners as possible to the end of the show wheel. Once we've spun that last man standing, someone will go on to play Wilson and Cooper's Saturday night takeout KOV Kryptonite Factor Challenge and face Cooper's quickfire 3 questions. Hi, Sam.
Hi, are you all right?
So that's,
I'm good. Are you?
So that's on Saturday, and then Monday it's Cooper versus Wilson, where if I win on Monday, I'll win another month.
And I will be home. Yes, Chrissy, I'll add you to that chat. Yes, no problem.
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Would you like some dinner making?
No thanks.
Oh.
Yes, please.
I'll bring it down in 5 hours, Cooper.
Thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
What a shake.
That's as long as I don't go the scenic route like you did. Otherwise, I'll be there and there.
Yeah. It was. I saw a very pretty bull, though.
Well, that's all that
There's
matters.
a few of them up here.
Oh, dear.
But me and Sean are head to head in the horse race. That's right. The horse race has already been pulled. So there is 4 separate names this week. I think it's Deke, Sharon, Orbs, and Adrian.
Lexi.
Was it Lexi?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Lexi.
Yeah. So yeah, keep an eye out, guys. It's going to be great. Lots of fun this week. Busy weekend, and we look forward to seeing you all there. As always, support's fantastic. And as long as you enjoy watching us, we'll enjoy coming to see you.
Absolutely.
So I've just had my steak with leek cheese and double cream sauce. Getting smashing the diet, smashing it.
Sounds nice.
Mm.
Right, that's us for tonight, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Treat yourselves to a Humvee and Salt Steel. You really can't go wrong.
100%. 100%. Brilliant. So, on that note, it is good night from me, and I'll see you on Unhinged later.
And it's good night from him, and I won't.
Take it easy, guys. We'll see you soon.